with the Washington Post, and what they would do is they would like set them in that country for like maybe 2 days or something, and they would come out for 6 weeks. So Anthony would split his time and he would come out between Lebanon and Cairo, where he had been an AP journalist in the 90s before I was there. And we met at a party and developed a friendship, and there was a lot of commonalities. So Anthony's dad is a dentist. My dad's a dentist. Anthony was going through divorce. I was soon to be going through divorce. But I was married to an Egyptian, so I had this little American Arab kid, and then of course Anthony had was being sort of Arab American daughter. They were both around the same age. Layla's a little older than my Kimmy. So there was just a lot of commonalities, right? You know, he was crazy into football. He liked the Packers. I grew up in Pittsburgh, so without saying. So you know, so we always had a lot to talk about, and our relationship really developed in 2005 and 2006 when he was really getting pulled out of Iraq, and he was more or less starting to cover the region for the Washington Post. And he was basing at the time out of Boston, because that's where his daughter was, and he would fly over to the region and stay for like, 3 months, do a ton of stories, and then go back to Boston. And I can't even begin to tell you how scared foreign correspondents in Egypt were every time Anthony was there. Because they were largely sort of relying on sort of local Egyptians and English news sources to kind of drive like what was important or what they should be covering, right? Anthony always had really good leads on what was going on, and I can honestly say that Anthony Shadid never took a single idea off me. When I met with Anthony, several times, it was always him bouncing ideas off me. Like, well, what do you think of this idea? What about this idea? You think I could write a story about this? I mean, if I went down to Luxor and stayed for like 10 days, do you think I can get the story? I mean, this is just sort of different than how a foreign correspondent operates, right? Which is usually out of like a shishi coffee shop, lattes, right? Talking to sort of, people, right? So Anthony was just, anything that you may have heard about Anthony Shadid, it's all true. He was just very generous, very kind, and